I want to start off, sir, by asking you one question that has come in the minds of a lot of investors is that if this target of 80,000 crores for FY27, stiff, considering what has happened in the recent years, how much of it is differentiated between equity disinvestment versus asset monetization? And does it bake into account some of the usual suspects like IDBI, or is it beyond that?
Since you talked about silver, let me first clarify, we neither sell family silver nor obsessions. We follow a composite value creation strategy, and that essentially rests on 4 pillars. Improve corporate performance for the CPSEs, list them, create market cap, make them subject to the market discipline, give fair dividends to all minority stakeholders, citizens who have reposed their faith in us, and a calibrated disinvestment. You have to see the 4 together in a macro framework. That is important. Remember, we are not a department of disinvestment anymore. We are DIPAM. We are a department for investments. We are a department for public asset management. And we light diyas or in the lives of ordinary investors, in the lives of minority stakeholders. That having been stated, let me back it up with evidence. The CPSCs, particularly the ones in the strategic sector, are doing extremely well. Their market cap has increased 5 times in the last 12 years. The dividends they are paying to their shareholders have increased 3.5 to 4 times during the same period. In the closing year, which is 25-26, our CPSCs achieved a record profit of 3 lakh crores, and they distributed a record dividend of 1.4 lakh crores, partly in the last year and partly in the previous year. And our market research shows that if you compare it to the Nifty 50, while the CPSEs just have a market cap of 10%, 10 to 15 if you put the financial institutions together, they distributed as much as 25% of the entire dividend on the market. It is not without reason that most mutual funds today have dedicated portfolios for the public sector, PSCs,
Sure.
and the National Stock Exchange and the Bombay Stock Exchange have specific indices dedicated to that. Over to you.
Completely agree. So just before Shamit, I still want an answer to my question, which is that of the stiff target or of the target, let me not attach an adjective to it. The target that has been laid for FY27, you could be forgiven for saying that because PSUs are doing so well, let me not disinvest as much and let me do asset monetization in some fashion. What could the mix be when you want to reach this target?
Okay. You used and not used the adjective. I will use it. We are happy about the target. It is there because we want it to be there. And we have also innovated and moved on. The 80,000 crore target that you are talking about includes not just traditional disinvestment, not just traditional land sale. It includes all the new innovative forms of asset monetization. For example, in December this year, we got the regulatory approval for launching the first public InvIT. Now, let me explain to the viewers what is an InvIT. A public InvIT is the capital market equivalent of traditional risk capital, and it monetizes the present value of user fees and redeploys it to create infrastructure and public assets. If you watch the budget speech carefully, Honorable Finance Minister talked about a new innovation, which is REITs for monetizing and redeploying the surplus PSU land. This is also an exciting development because it will monetize the present value of rental revenues to redeploying unproductive or idle assets into productive use for everyone. It will enable this redevelopment without putting any burden on the budget or the parent CPSU which owns the land. So these are innovative, happy developments. We are trying to launch the first public InvIT in the country before the end of the current financial year, and we will take it forward, which is why 80,000 crore is good for us and good for the country.